Hello friends, my name is Bree and welcome to That Iowa Homestead. Today, we're canning some peach pie filling. The first step in this process is going to be the same as when we canned sliced peaches. We are going to score these, blanch them, and then put them in an ice bath so that we can peel and slice them. However, this time, I found this little nifty thing that my husband uses to fry turkeys around Thanksgiving. So I am going to use this to dip my peaches in the boiling water. That'll be way quicker. All right, I have my peaches in one layer on the bottom of this pan. As soon as my stock pot back there comes to a boil, I'll dip these in there, let them sit there for 30 to 60 seconds, and then pull them out and put them in an ice bath. We have all of our peaches blanched and out of the ice bath, and now it is time to go ahead and start the process of peeling, slicing, and pitting these peaches. I do have my lemon water mixture here to prevent browning, and then after that we can get started making our peach pie filling. I love peaches. I have all my peaches sliced, pitted, and peeled. They have been soaking in a lemon water solution to keep them from browning. Now I have my jars back there that are sterilizing right now. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to put 2 to 3 quarts of water in this big old pot right here and bring that to a boil. Once that comes to a boil, I'm going to put all of my peaches in there and I'm going to let them boil for about 2 to 3 minutes. So I'm going to get water in this pot, and while this water is coming to a boil, I'm going to strain all the peaches out of this liquid here. All right, I did about 2.5 quarts in there. I'm going to get this on the stove and get it boiling. Our peaches are strained, our jars are sterilized. We're just waiting for the water back there to come to a boil, and we can move on to the next step. Our water has come to a boil. It's time to add the peaches. Hello friends, Editing Bree here. So in this clip, I forgot to turn my microphone back on. So basically what I'm explaining to you guys here is that my peaches need to come to a boil, and then they have to boil for 2 to 3 minutes before we can move on to the next step. And in the next clip, I realize that my mic was not on. So I go back and I re-explain everything pretty thoroughly. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. That's why there's no voice action in these clips here. Okay, so our peaches boiled on the stove for 2 to 3 minutes, and then we went ahead and we strained off 5¼ cups of the water that we used for boiling the peaches for future use. Now we strained the rest of the water off of our peaches, and now we get to move on to the next step. So what we're going to do now is we have our stock pot empty again. We are going to go ahead and we are going to add 7 cups of sugar and 2¼ cups of clear gel back into this pot. And I've already pre-measured that. Let me go grab it and I'll toss it in here quick. All right, here's our 7 cups of sugar. Straight into the pot. and 2 1/4 cups of clear gel. Now, when you get your clear gel for this, make sure that you get the cook type, not the instant type. There is a difference. Now that we have our sugar and our clear gel in our pot, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to add the liquid back into the pot and then bring this to a boil. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this whisk and we're going to whisk this all up and try to keep there from being any lumps in this liquid. Okay, so while we are waiting for our mixture to come to a boil, we are going to put our peaches in here and put a lid on them to try to keep them warm while we wait. That should do it for now. All right, our mixture has returned to a boil and it is thickened up nicely. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon and then a teaspoon of almond extract and 1 3/4 cups of lemon juice. All right, I'm going to give that a good stir real fast and then I'm going to add in our peaches. All right, our jars are ready. Our mixture is simmering again. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a jar out of the canner and bring it over here. And we are going to ladle all this delicious goodness into a jar and we're going to leave 1 inch headspace. We have our nice little headspace measure here. We are going to go all the way to the very last notch right here, which says 1 inch. I have our towel here soaked in vinegar. Wipe the rim. Put on a lid and a band. And back in the canner it goes. Last jar is in. Let's get these babies cooking. All right, our jars are boiling and our timer is set for 30 minutes. I'll see you in a bit. All right, our peach pie filling has processed for 30 minutes and cooled for 5. It is now ready to come out of the canner. All right, my second round of jars are almost done sterilizing. I'm going to go ahead and turn this back on and bring it back up to temperature so that as soon as those jars are done sterilizing, we can go ahead and pop them straight into the canner. All right, I had just enough for 4 more jars. So we're going to bring this to a boil and then set the timer for 30 minutes. All right, friends, I finished up the rest off camera because I was also getting dinner done at the same time, but I ended up with 11 jars of peach pie filling. And I tried it and it is so delicious. If you have any questions about this recipe or anything else, please leave it in the comments down below. Thank you for coming with me today. I'll see you soon.